Welcome to Kennesaw, Georgia, in the greater Atlanta area and home to the Owls of Kennesaw State, where these fans have been eagerly anticipating this one all week. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Pittsburgh Panthers taking on the #1 team in the land, the Kennesaw State Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Pittsburgh's offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football.
Going to take a shot at this DB. And that pass is intercepted.
This is obviously a quarterback that has had a lot of success here in recent weeks. I wonder maybe if he's feeling himself just a little bit too much. A little bit too... Opening drive, taking a shot deep down the field he probably shouldn't have, and the defense made him pay for it with the INT.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He makes the connection.
Early in the game, as a DB, I'm settling in. It's okay if I give up 4, 6, 7 yards. I'm just trying to get settled in, gauge the speed, and then later on, I can adjust to the speed of the game.
Off he goes. He's at the 40. The 20. Touchdown, Owls. What a catch and run for 6.
Coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Dropping back, it's Holstein. Using the quick game. Discards a man. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly to the tight end. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Pitt will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He gets a block. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On third down, he drops to throw. He's got his man. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Here's the handoff. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide out in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense, understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for the loss.
This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. They go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do on 2nd down after that last one. They need 13.
Well, and how about this offense? You think of this offense, you think of throwing the football and top 10 passing in all of college football, but the defense knew something, right? Like you could tell they were going to come out and run the football. They brought out the goal line, brought in some big boys, and really was ready for the run on that play.
Finds his big tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And they can't make the connection.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it. Get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close.
And into the end zone he goes. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Holstein. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And I think everybody wants to run the option nowadays, but the problem is, can everybody read it? You got to be able to stick the ball in the belly of the running back, and you have to be able to understand, or I'm pitching it to him. Whatever the read is, you can tell he was a little bit confused, a little bit slow, and that's why the defense won this round.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it through the 24, first down. Dances away to buy time. Unleashes one deep. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Kennesaw State, 21.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw. It's Holstein. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. They'll run play action. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. With the catch, it's Johnson. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Now on 3rd down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dances away from the heat. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
1st down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down.
29 Philly.
Looking to throw, it's Holstein. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt.
Touchdown.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going into the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this 2nd half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. 1st down for this offense. They want to run this quarterback. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Still running at the 40. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Kennesaw State right back to work. They'll give it to him again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Unleashes it on the run. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Fires to the wideout. And they will score! Touchdown, Owls! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscalls.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Kennesaw. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Fifth Third Bank Stadium.
Pitt will kick off, ready to get things started here in the third quarter. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Looking downfield, it's Hudson. Fires to the right. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
Defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
From the gun, the running back has it.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He's back to throw on second down. Catch inside the 25. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And the pummeling has started. They have not been able to cover this guy all day.
No, I tell you what, this offense is featuring him. They're doing a really good job. This guy's explosive. He's dynamic. He's making big plays. And, heck yeah, I'm going to get him the football as many ways as I can. Kudos to the offense for finding the guy.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. He'll come out throwing on first down. A strike downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
The throw to the outside is complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers.
Quarterback's abilities to...
23.
It's huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Looking to pass. It's Turner. Buying some time. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Buys a little time with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Kennesaw State right back to work. Quarterback will audible. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Finds his man, and they convert. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Working that left side now. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A run for the quarterback. That'll be a gain of about 7, leaves him with 3rd and 3.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Trying to escape and get it himself. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a 1st down for his team. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to pick up the 1st. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 1st down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's looking deep. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Scanning the field, it's Holstein. Gets it out quickly. Pulled down for the tackle. Hit right back to the line.
Caught by the receiver. Pickup of 12.
They'll try to get the first through the air. It's complete to the right. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. The Panthers look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. Gonna run it. It's Lloyd. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
A really good play by this defense, seeing it, attacking it, going and getting it. Obviously, they're running the RPO. They weren't fooled. They played the run, came up, made a nice tackle, got the running back on the ground.
Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. They stripped it out. That is a serendipitous turn of events with the fumble going out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Got it in the middle. It's Ashley. Across the 25, he's got room. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Turner. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Defense is all about creating negative plays, and he does a really good job at the quarterback spot of not taking sack.
Touchdown, Kennesaw State, and the stomping has commenced. That ought to be enough to make this lead insurmountable, and with it, they'll be a perfect 10-0.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated, whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams. They have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quickly complete.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. If you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
He's looking for a man on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Quick strike complete. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. To the air, it's Holstein. Blasted as he lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the offense comes up short on 3rd down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on 4th down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Receiver looks it in, it's complete. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this offense continuing to spin the football, man, continuing to add to a great day. They've built this big lead. They've shown you a variety that they can do a lot of really, really good things. And I like it, man. Continue to throw the football. Continue to be who you are. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
And that's a gut punch, especially if you're the offensive coordinator, because that was sort of a foreign look, the pre-snap motion, a timing play, trying to get the receiver the football quickly. You're expecting to outflank the defense, but give the defense a ton of credit. They made the bigger play, and now they've set you up in a...
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Going up top on first down. Makes the grab. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Gain of 31 on the play.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.